with David Rodgers. And now, here he is, Mr. Friday Night, the show pony himself, the man, the dream, the legendary David Rodgers.
Good Tuesday afternoon and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On the Spot with David Rodgers. I'm your creator and host, David Rodgers, and here with us tonight is the other toast. He is 203 pounds of screaming steel and sex appeal, and 1/3 of the new high priest of the Church of the Painful Truth. He is also the color commentator for the radio broadcast of the Bradford Tornado football Friday nights on WEAG Eagle Country 106.3. He is the Byron Bagwell. Say hello, Byron.
Hello.
I told you I was going to get you right.
Where did that come from?
Well,
that's just steel sex appeal.
Screaming steel, yeah. So that's just something I made up for you. Y'all didn't have a chance to make it up for me. So hey, look, I just figured I'd go ahead and get you. How about that?
Jimmy Hart.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was the Austin Idol back in the day, if you remember. And of course, how can we forget the man, the myth, and the legend? He makes all of this happen. The video and audio production of this podcast that we can bring to you every week on Tuesday nights. He is known by many names, Byron. And ladies and gentlemen, the master of all disaster, the king of sting, the prince of punch, the count of Monte Fisto. He is the dancing destroyer himself, Super Dave Holland. Say hello, Dave Holland. Howdy! All right. Not with us tonight. He is our weather guru, and he also provides the weather forecast for the show. How come you guys? So, by the way, how did you get so many names?
I got a creative director.
Yeah, you got something. Our weather guru, and also provides a weather forecast for the show. He is Austin, the Hurricane Stevens, and he will not be here tonight, so I will be doing the weather after we have this very special show that y'all have all been waiting for. We've been publicizing it for a couple of weeks now, so I hope you're going to enjoy. We have two beautiful ladies here that are running for Starke City Clerk. They will be joining us, Byron, in just a few minutes, and we're going to have a question and answer period with them, and I think they're ready to go. We talked to them right before we come on air, and they're ready to go, and I think it's going to be a great show. And, you know, for me, Byron, I know we was talking to these beautiful ladies here right before the show, and for me, they was giving us their reasoning, but for me, I just want the audience and our viewers to know who these ladies really are. I know we talked about voting, you know, get out and vote. You got to get out and vote. If you are a resident of the city of Starke, and they're going to preach this too, and we're going to preach it as well, get out and vote, because votes make a difference. And if you don't vote, you can't say negative anything, because guess what? You didn't get out there and put your 2 cents in on whoever that candidate is that's going to win this thing.
Well, if you don't vote, you leave your power in somebody else's hands, basically.
Yeah.
And whether you win or you lose, you still have the power to help make the decision for whoever you're voting for.
Well, and that's exactly right.
You hear people say this all the time. It is a civic duty for you to vote.
Yes.
And that is the honest truth, because you leave the control and the power in somebody else's hands when you don't. Mm-hmm. And then what you can have is certain things like what's happened with certain positions in this county, where they tried to actually eliminate the people's power to vote for that,
right,
and have somebody appointed. Which is never a good
thing. Yep.
It is never a good thing when politics starts playing in that, because it becomes basically the good old boy system, and they put in there whoever they want.
Yep, you're right. Also with his very own podcast on Thursday nights at 7, but they are on the air right now, Byron. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. As they have an interview with Taylor Kitchen, the host of the podcast called Above the Yellow Line, and also works with Flow Racing. He is the host of On the Spot Motorsports Media. He is Mitchell, Speed Racer Gunner, and his co-host, Robert Simpson. They have got a podcast going on with us simultaneously. Usually that doesn't happen, but this week it does, because he's got 2 sets of interviews. So if you're into motorsports of any kind, tune in to On the Spot Motorsports with Mitchell Gunner. All right, let's get the show really started now, as we always do, with our prayer, our pledge, and our patriotic quote of the night. I hope you have one. You have one?
do.
Okay, you do. Well, I am going to let you lead us in prayer tonight, Mr. Bagwell. How about that?
Sure.
All right, let us bow our heads, ladies and gentlemen.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time that you've given us to come together with these two wonderful candidates. We ask that you put your hand over both of them and guide and protect them. We ask that you guide and protect us through our daily lives. We ask that you keep all of us safe and in your hands. We also ask the protection for our wonderful country, city, and state that we live in. Guide its leaders' hands and continue to let this nation prosper. We also ask that you take into account any of the first responders that with all the flooding that's been going on, and guide their hands to these people who are missing. We ask all of these things in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, and the congregation says,
Amen.
Amen.
They sure do. Great prayer there, Byron. And let's go ahead and do the pledge. And then I'm going to ask the dancing historian himself, Dave Holland, if he'd lead us in the pledge. Dave, would you do that, sir?
Absolutely.
All right, that works.
Oh, come on now.
We got to stand up again, Byron.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to tell Byron about that a little bit later on after the show, why that was there, and I'll explain to you what was going on there.
It's okay.
So, anyway, do you have a patriotic quote of the night, brother?
I certainly do.
All right, that sounds good to me.
An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for our survival as a free people. An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for the survival of a free people.
I've gotten the last four, but I don't know if I can get this one. This is not a founding father, is it?
I don't know.
I'm going to go.
Yes, it is a founding
Okay,
father.
it is? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with John Adams.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was concentrating on
Okay.
the computer and getting the show right. Could you
I was-
repeat the question?
yeah.
Sure. An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for our survival as a free people.
I was going to say that too, and I always guess that. So
And it is a founding father.
Huh.
you might as well say the one that I always say. She was going to say.
Jefferson?
Ladies?
I'm going to say Thomas Jefferson.
And it is Thomas Jefferson.
Wow, good job tonight, Le. All right. I always say him, and I was like, Byron is going to trick me this time. But he didn't.
I did.
How about
trick
that?
you. Tricked you.
Well, you put me into saying not Adams.
else.
Yeah, you did say
There's
that.
nothing wrong with Adams. I've
No.
got a bunch of Adams quotes too, but that
Yeah.
I knew that quote.
Yeah.
I'm having issues speaking tonight for some
No,
reason.
you're good.
I'd almost quote that one off the top of my head. So,
All right. Well, I appreciate that, B. So we're going to get right into it. Question and answer show with the two candidates running for the Starke City Clerk's position that is now currently vacant. Our two candidates are Lisa Terry Heater and Chrissy Thompson, current and longtime residents of the city of Starke. I want to thank you both for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming to the studio and joining us on the show, and we appreciate you being here. We also appreciate all of you tuning in and watching the show, not only this one, but all of them. And we welcome you to comment and ask questions to our candidates. It is a question and answer show. This is not a debate. This is for another time and place. This forum is for our viewers to get to know each one of these ladies more in depth and what each of them will bring to the position of the city clerk. The way that this will work is the On the Spot with David Rodgers staff has some questions that we have generated, and we will also ask those as well. And as the questions come up, Byron, in the comments of our broadcast, you will interject and say, hey, we got a question from the viewers. All questions must be in good taste and I will not read anything from the comments side that has profanity or is directly derogatory or apprehensive to either one of these fine ladies. I'm not going to do it. The way that this will work is that Byron and I will ask the questions that we have prepared and also interjecting with our viewers, as I said, and asking their questions. Byron and I will read those questions, and each one of you will answer the same question. I will give you a couple of minutes for you to respond to the best of your abilities, and then we go to the next question. So we will start off with what I would like to get to know the candidate scenario. And as right now, I'd like to welcome in Chrissy Thompson and Lisa Terry Heater. So, Byron, you'll keep up with the comments. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Do you need our slide over just a little bit, Dave?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, okay.
Over that way.
All right.
There we go.
Are you? Yep, you're in there. Good. All right. So I would like to get to know the candidate is the first question that we have. So we will start with you, Lisa, and just tell the viewing audience, looking into the camera, a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Lisa Terry Heater. I have two beautiful daughters, Jamie and Jessica, and two beautiful bonus daughters, Zoe and Brittany. I've worked for the city clerk's office for 8 years. I love the city, I love the residents, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right, same for you, Chrissy.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Allen Thompson, a lifelong resident, went to school here, went to college here, long time standing in the business community. I was a nurse, I worked for a current local doctor, I worked for the health department. I've owned my own business for a lot of years. I've had a restaurant for 18 years, sit on a lot of different civic boards, and just love our community. And just, I too am grateful for being here and appreciate the opportunity to get to know us both.
Absolutely. And again, this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, that you have a chance to comment right here and put a question out there that we can ask both of these candidates. Like I said, one will answer it and then the other will answer it. I think that's the fairest way to do it. So I will start off with question number one. Byron, if you don't mind, Lisa and Chrissy,
Sure.
Here we go. Since Lisa went first, I'll go to you first this time. The position and title of city, well, let me go back because I told you I was going to do something and I didn't do it because Byron was going to ask the question. For all you viewing audiences, these ladies know what's going on. But for the viewing audience that don't know what a city clerk's duty or job functions are, let me read it to you just a little bit. The city clerk's duties are multifaceted, primarily revolving around maintaining records, managing city meetings, and ensuring compliance with regulation and other things. They act as a central point of contact for the public, providing information and facilitating communication between citizens and their city council. Additionally, they oversee elections, manage public access to records, and may even handle certain aspects of human resources in smaller cities or towns. Record keeping and management, custodian of records, they record maintenance, document management, public access, scheduling agendas, and things like that. So I could read on and on. I just wanted to give you guys an overview of what a city clerk does. So, did you want to add anything to that?
That's a really good description of it, David. They have a lot of functions that they handle. Two of them, one of them is not a common one to all cities, and that's dealing with the budget.
Right.
That's one of the things that I was wanting to add.
Well, okay,
add to
start that. So we'll start with question number one with that, and then I'll just make. Yeah, go ahead.
It's okay because we've already described
that. Yeah.
One of the other things they have to do with is licensing between business licenses.
Exactly.
And what's the other one?
Occupational
Yeah, it's a license.
Occupational
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
The sales tax.
And building licenses and things like that. Okay, so that's what their job function is.
Yeah.
So it's when you ask questions, keep in mind that every group or every person that's elected has a different spot that they take up that deals with different things. So if you're talking about something like code enforcement, which I've already seen the question on there.
Yep, I have to.
I don't know that the clerk's position could do a whole lot about code enforcement because it's not not their function.
Right. And like you said, that was just and I'm glad you said that. That was just an overall synopsis.
Right.
And ladies, and I'll ask y'all too.
Sure.
So what I read of those job duties, couldn't that differ from city to city,
Yes.
town to town,
Yes.
state to state, just depending, right?
Absolutely.
Because all of us have different laws and different things. So that was just an overview. I'm not saying that Stark does all these things. That they got some of those responsibilities. Those are just some of the job duties. So again, and it goes from town to town, city to city, state to state. And I did read that. So
I just know that city clerk has very little to do with code enforcement.
yes,
That is
absolutely.
correct.
Manager.
That is a, yeah. that
Yeah,
is correct.
well, it maybe with the exception of the budget, but that's about all they
Right.
really don't have that much to do with the budget either.
Right.
I'm gonna let the ladies describe that so it's accurate.
All right, so I got question number one. Chrissy, to you.
Yes,
The
sir.
position and title of city clerk, as I just stated, has many duties and functions. In your own words, what is the main function of the city clerk as it relates to the city of Stark?
Well, the city of Stark has a charter that's very clear. So even though this is kind of a Googled aspect of what typical city clerks do.
Correct.
The city of Stark does have a charter, and it does lay out exactly what the city clerk will do. And that is record maintenance, taking care of all the minutes, taking care of all the public records, the liaison between the commission and the public. It is also the treasurer. It
Right.
also issues all the warrants meaning checks and things like that, not in the sense of law enforcement warrants or anything. It also lines out that the city can be the supervisor of election for city elections.
Yes.
We have chosen in the past few clerk positions to farm that out to the constitutional officer, which is a great idea, but it does say that the clerk will be the supervisor of election. And it also basically, you're the liaison because the commission is the voting board.
Right.
The city clerk does not have a vote. They do take care of finance and they will run the clerk's office. And that is by charter. Now, the city commission does have the right to change that somewhat, and they do when they instituted the city manager.
Right.
I was on the commission. I've been a city commissioner for 4 years, many years ago, and I was the first commissioner to vote for a city manager. The city of Stark has grown. It does need things. It had code enforcement added, building and zoning, lots of things, the utility department itself. That was something that the clerk had generally had some access to.
Right.
And now, with the city manager, that's where that needs to be. The city clerk is responsible for the budget to be turned into Tallahassee. The city clerk is responsible for the audit. The city clerk is responsible for those things. But it is very much a team effort. It is a collaboration. And the city manager and the city clerk must work together, or it won't work.
Right.
And it is a very different kind of scenario because there's not a lot of city clerks that are still elected.
Right.
I personally am a 100% for it. I have, been an advocate for it for many years. It has come up on a referendum 3 times to try to
Right.
do away with it and have it appointed. I don't ever want to give up my right to vote. I want this position to be voted on, and win, lose, or draw, I still think that this position should always be an elected person, because then you have the checks and balances that need to be done
Right.
by who's making the rules, who's setting the rules, who's setting the budget, and then how it's getting turned in.
Right. Lisa, question to you.
Okay.
You want me to read it again?
No.
Okay,
I'm good.
so, yeah, okay.
So Chrissy covered it very well. The city clerk's office is also responsible for producing all of the bills,
Correct.
the business tax licenses, as well as taking in the money, so over customer service, and all of the customers that come in and see us on a daily basis.
Okay, good.
Welcome in, everybody. I just wanted to ask a question of both of them, David.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
I'll start actually
Lisa will answer it first.
actually giving people
Some love.
Some time to
love
get
from,
in.
Yeah.
from them. We've already pretty much covered one of the questions about the qualifications. What would you both do to reinsure the public after the problems with the last clerk?
Total transparency, the ability to come in and see the clerk at any time, any questions, and we'll be there for you.
Absolutely. You can't have a city without transparency. You absolutely also, in my mind, and I have said this from the very beginning, the clerk is kind of the cheerleader of the team. Essentially, you want that person to be visible. You want that person to be working. You want that person to be in lots of things, and make sure that they're available. And then when something comes up, nip that in the bud. Make sure that it's open to the public. If there's a report to be released, if there's something wrong, if there's something, address it. Bring it to the commission and say, and have it under the clerk's position or wherever, and just say, hey, we have these issues, or this has happened, or, and things do happen in every single city. Nobody is perfect, but you have to be open-minded and be, forefront and say if you've made a mistake. Right. And be okay with that and move on.
Gotcha. All right, again, welcoming on the spot with David Rodgers. We got a very special show tonight. It's a question and answer session with Lisa Heater and, of course, Chrissy Thompson, both running for the Starke City Clerk position. Two great candidates, two beautiful ladies, two wonderful ladies I've known for a long time. And I am just glad that y'all are here. And it started off really good so far with the way that y'all have answered these questions. I've got one again. I guess it'll go to Chrissy this time. How will you ensure the city's records are accurately and efficiently maintained? And how will you adapt to evolving technologies, which we are in now, in records management?
Well, records management is kind of cut and dry. I mean, everything that the city touches is public record. Now, whether it can be divulged if it has to do with medical or something like that, there's very, very little things that are exempted from public records. So you have to maintain them all the right way. As of now, I already know that the city has a cloud. We have a cloud-based program. I personally am not the biggest techie person. I'd much rather see a piece of paper and look it over and keep it in a vault. But that's not how things are done anymore. And, there is a statute that mandates how you will keep records. And you must keep them. And they have to be there and available for whoever and anytime. Right. And it has to be in a very timely fashion. There is a very minimal charge for records, and just provide that to whoever and let anybody have whatever they would want.
Lisa?
Yeah, and it's very important to get everything scanned into an electronic system so that it's accessible, and when somebody requests it, you can email it, and also have the hard copies available in the vault.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Ladies?
Yeah.
It's
up to you, brother.
It's going to take me just a second because I'm having.
Well, can you also acknowledge it? My eyesight is so bad nowadays. That's why I have to wear these bifocals, Lisa. I have to look down and it's all blurry. My vision has changed, ladies,
it
because
does change
especially
every 10
with
years.
And especially with my diabetes going on and stuff. I used to be far, where I couldn't see far. Now I can't see up close and I can see far. Right. It's crazy how that works. But anyway, I wanted you to read some of the people that were on here. I want to acknowledge them, but go ahead and ask your question first.
The second question I'm going to ask is a follow up to the first question, because we talked about
duties,
wanting to be transparent.
Transparent. Yeah, sure.
Would you guys consider a public forum to address the public's concerns once a month?
Yes.
Yes.
A town hall meeting would be a great idea for everybody. And you could include the commissioners, or you could just do it for, concerned citizens, people. I know for my sake, my office will always be open. It always is. A revolving door. And I know Lisa is too. There's been a lot of times that I've needed stuff from City Hall, and Lisa is always available.
Lisa?
Thank you. Yeah, and I think that we should start live streaming the meetings. So people that can't get there will be able to watch it.
Right, for sure.
That's
and it is, definitely on the. It has been on the agenda and has been talked about, and through the community hub and through the different things. And another thing that we have started, and I know you guys are involved too, with Downtown Merchants in the Chamber. We have put together a Bradford Connection page so that everybody, when you Google something or say, "Hey, I'm coming to Starke for a ball game," it will show you everything. It'll show you when meetings are. It'll show you who's have specials. It'll show you what the ballpark's doing. If the splash pad's down, it will do everything. Put all the women's club,
Right.
all the civic groups together, so that when you Google, you know, hey, I'm going to Starke. I'm going to spend the night here. I'm going to do this stuff, and keep people here.
Well, you know, Lisa, I'm glad that you said that, because you don't know how many times. That's why we tapped the table and me and Byron said what we said. You don't know how many times on this show, and I know y'all ladies are always busy and you can't catch the show. You may go back and watch it. Dave, that you can back me up on this. You don't know how many times we said about not just city meetings,
No,
county
all-
meetings,
all
all
meetings.
meetings needs to be
Absolutely.
live streamed. And like you were saying about y'all two ladies were saying about the transparency, it needs to be there, because
It does.
I think people or citizens, whether it's the city or the county, right now we're talking about the city, you know, people think differently nowadays. And if you're not transparent, they think there's something going on. Yeah, and that's, yeah. So
That's David. That's always been that way.
Yeah,
But
well,
now, because of technology,
technology and the way you could, yes.
you hear something from the people that run your governments.
Yeah.
How do you, people don't think that things are going on that are really, really bad.
Right, yeah.
In some cases they are, but in most cases it's just the function of everyday government that keep people really, really busy. You know, you guys are either one of you are more than welcome to come on this show and do those addresses if you need to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there is a lot of things going on. You guys are on Tuesday nights. City commission meetings are Tuesday nights. Then if it was live streamed, you could watch it later. You could address it later. And it also acts as a double-edged sword for transparency. There's a lot of times somebody may go to a meeting and say, hey, I heard this. And when I heard this and I heard that, then it comes back and it's never been heard the right way. If you're watching it, you know exactly what they're saying. And you hear it firsthand.
You have
And
it
then
recorded.
it is recorded, and you hear it firsthand, so you know what they're saying.
And recordings are always available through a public records request. Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Verbatim
I want to
as well.
give you ladies just a little bit of a break while Byron goes back.
Sure.
Dave, can you bring up that beautiful dish over there and put it in front of the camera?
Oh Lord.
Oh, you're not going to do it. You're trying to keep it to yourself. So we always, well, you know, it's food and it's dessert, and I love dessert, and my diabetes don't like it, but I do. Anyway,
It looks like a pea-picking cake.
yes. So Miss Shirley Bagwell has always made us cakes, and y'all all know that.
Yes.
Anytime we've had a show, she's always either made a cake or something to eat or whatever. Byron, what is this one here?
Mandarin orange and coconut.
Mandarin orange and coconut. You ladies are going to have a piece of this
Yes,
before
we are.
you leave.
Yes, I am.
So, and we're going to have a piece of this before you leave. But Shirley, we want to always thank you for
Thank
what you
you.
do.
That
This
was
is a
great.
beautiful cake. And Dave, I'm going to give it back to you. We going to get it back?
Don't drop it.
We going to get it back?
Drop it.
Don't drop it.
So,
It's amazing.
Byron,
Smells even
who's
better.
all on?
Lisa Moody Tomlinson, somebody
Hey,
named
Lisa.
Shirley Bagwell, who I
I have no clue who that is.
Courtney Williamson, Mike Williamson, Jennifer Dodge,
Yep.
Vicky Tucker,
Uh-huh.
Mike Williamson.
Yep. And I've got a bunch
Yeah,
right
Bernie
here that I
Jackson.
can't read. Do you want to read those?
I can. Oh,
okay.
wait, there's more people than that. Hold on.
Okay.
Doris Gage,
Uh-huh.
Tammy Rodgers Wadsworth,
Uh-huh.
Arlene Morehouse.
Arlene comes to trivia. You know, she plays on the
She
Rivals.
is.
So,
That's true.
yeah, just
What
have
a-
that. Yeah.
Christopher Davis.
Yep.
Austin Stevens is watching.
Is he? He should be here.
Dave Holland.
Right.
Yeah.
Kelly Moore Rawlings.
Yep.
Why are these people not showing up on mine?
I don't know.
Kenny,
The comments ain't showing up on mine. We got to fix that.
Stoppelbean, David Roden, J.J. Thompson,
Yep.
Charlie Anderson,
Yep.
Patricia Portis,
Uh-huh.
Judith Young,
Uh-huh.
Kara Wainwright,
Uh-huh.
Olivia Hill,
Uh-huh.
Carrie Thompson, Bobby Epps, Brittany Leanne Heater, Arnold David Weeks Jr.,
Cliff Smelly. How about that? Our football partner. How about that? Tornado football coming up, ladies, by the
Yes,
way.
it is.
So, real soon.
The headlines ripped out of the show, yes.
Yes. I mean, yeah, boy, because, yeah. We're ready.
Man, I'll stop.
Yeah, we better stop.
Journey Ryland Gaskins, CC Marie, Shannon Smith, Leslie Harrier, Courtney I've
Hello,
already said
Leslie.
that. Jacob Swaggerty and Bernie Jackson.
Nice.
So, got a lot of people on, a lot of people tuning in. For some reason, I'm not getting the comments. Byron is. Well, there's one that finally came across. What'd you do, swipe it or something? Tatum Davis is on, by the way. Oh, here they starting to come. But you're going to have to read them, Byron, because I'm still blind.
Well,
So, yeah.
Some of-
My eyesight hadn't got fixed in the last 10 minutes. Anyway,
not coconut. I messed up.
well, I'm
Coconut.
thinking
I
about
didn't
that
want
cake.
you to tell that because
yeah.
Lisa thinks there's coconut in it, and I can have more of it that way.
Yeah,
Does she not
yeah.
eat coconut?
Yeah, well, yeah. So we're ready for a piece of that. Anyway, I've got another question here.
Sure.
All right, whose turn is it? Yours first, Lisa, or it doesn't matter. What measures will you implement guaranteeing public access information? We sort of answer this, and ensure full compliance with the Sunshine Law if it is affected to us. Is Sunshine Law applicable to us, Lisa? And you can
Absolutely.
so you can
Yes.
answer that. So what measures will you implement then?
Yeah, so every elected official takes a 4 hours mandatory ethics class every year. There's also opportunities for others. The records, I mean, they're available anytime. I say it could take a little bit to get them together, but you know, the requests are always taken seriously.
Chrissy?
The same, and the Sunshine Law does absolutely affect all elected officials, you know, and you know exactly what they
Absolutely.
are. And I will say the clerk has the opportunity to talk to individual commissioners, not together. There is no
Absolutely.
pooling, there is no polling or anything like that. But you are bound by every ethical restraint that any public official is, and any elected official, for sure.
And the financial disclosure
Disclosures,
form.
right.
Yeah, they are required as well.
Right, and you do have a fiduciary responsibility as a city clerk, and you have to be bonded, and you have to be insured, and, you know, and as far as, I'm sorry, I missed the second
No,
part, I think
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
transparency
that's a-
part,
yeah.
doors are always
Full
open.
compliance, so,
Full
yeah,
compliance,
yeah.
I mean, and, there's like I said, there's statutes on, you know, how quick and how the turnover, and if it is an electronic file, it should be within a day. You know, there's nothing that's, you know, it's saying that it's not, especially if it's an electronic file, for sure.
All right.
Pieces of-
Something needs to
right,
be redacted. Yeah.
right, so there is times that there's, you know, things that you have to dig. I mean, and there is times that things are, you know, you have to find it, but it should all be at the fingertips.
If you're watching this show and you are a Starke resident and you live in the city of Starke,
Vote.
yes, and
Go
both
vote,
of these
though.
ladies have said go vote,
vote.
no matter what happens in the election. You know, the results are the results,
The
and that's
results
it.
are the results.
You know, so please go out and vote. But I'd like for you, if you know somebody that's a city of Starke resident and they're not watching this show, please share this and tell them, hey, we're on live. All you got to do is go to On the Spot with David Rodgers, hit the subscribe and like button, and it'll ping you every time we come on. But tonight you'll be able to watch this question and answer period that we have with these two beautiful candidates here that are running for the Starke City Clerk position. So I'd hate for somebody to miss out, even though, ladies, and Dave and Byron knows already, you could go back and watch the show afterwards. So you could go back if you missed something. It's available right away, and on YouTube, it's usually available by 7 o'clock the next day. Austin Stevens takes care of that. Thank you for doing that, Austin. But generally, we're trying to get it up by midnight. Our technology has increased a little bit, as y'all were talking about, so we try to get it up by midnight. So you can watch it on YouTube if you don't have Facebook or any of the other media outlets. So, Byron, do you have a question? I'd asked the last one.
Yeah.
Do you have something?
I've got something.
Okay, go ahead.
Give me just 1 second.
Sure.
It just.
Yeah, well, I have to put it out here. I have to put it out here to read it. So,
Well-
I want to welcome in Courtney Williamson, Jacob Swaggerty, and Benny Jackson, and Vicky Tucker, Tatum Davis, and Mike Williams. You've named some of those already. So, go ahead.
This pretty much is going to be a yes answer from both of you. But when handling the budget, would you be willing to address the public during the forum that we talked about a little bit earlier about
Sure.
the budget itself?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, just so that everybody kind of knows, the clerk's office is the clerk's office, and they maintain the office, and the employees in it and that kind of thing. But the budget is generally set by the city manager and by the department heads. And the city of Starke does have a CPA and, you know, is in accordance to what can be spent where and things like that. But absolutely, I mean, and it all should be public at any time, no matter which side of the budget or however.
Yes, and the city clerk's office is responsible for submitting the audit
Right.
and any follow-up that's required to that.
So this question is mainly for Chrissy, but
Sure.
I'd like for you to answer too, because I know you multitask a lot of things as well.
Sure.
So this one is from Mike Williams, and he says, we all know that you own the Downtown Grill and on multiple boards and various organizations. Look at that eyesight. How do you plan on balancing all of those and if you're elected, how do you plan on balancing everything?
That's a perfect question. I appreciate the question a lot. The grill will continue as on. It has been there for 18 years. I've always maintained at least one or if not two jobs. I do, you know, sit on various boards. I don't plan to change that at all. The clerk's position is a full-time position, and I plan to be a full-time clerk, full-time me, full-time anybody. I'm pretty sure all my friends and family would absolutely say, you know, that I make the time where it's needed. I'm a very good delegator, a very good leader, and I just kind of can make things happen. Busy people are busy, you know. I mean, and
Right.
if you want something done, ask a busy person. I don't plan to close the grill by no stretch. I have probably the best staff of anybody I've ever had.
Absolutely.
Lisa's daughters have worked for me for many years, and I love them to death. I love all of my employees. I was very fortunate when the steakhouse closed, which was an unfortunate event. I have 5 of the best people that there is. Chantel, Burl, Dustin, Tresson, Dee, all of my servers, they do an amazing job. I can leave for 30 days on a trip and the grill runs like it would normally run. I left last year in the middle of a hurricane season and went to Greece. Burl and my kids took care of 400 soldiers every day for 30 days, 3 meals a day. I did not miss a beat. I'm very proud of them, and they will continue. And as it also happens, my biological kids work for me. My granddaughter
Right.
works for me, and they'll just make it happen. The grill is more like a family and a co-op, and definitely will, you know, be able to multitask and to do all the things. And also past clerks have had many jobs.
Yeah.
You know, it is a full-time job, and I will be 100% committed to the city of Starke and the citizens and the government. But I also, you know, I have no doubt the grill can take care of itself.
So, Lisa, you're married to one of the most busiest guys that I know. I used to be in that same position, and I had to back off because, you know, at 63, I just can't keep functioning like that and be at every event. So I know that you help Michael in a lot of events and a lot of things that he's doing. So I know you're a very busy person too. You go to these different meetings at different things. So I know you've got a lot on your plate too. So how are you, if you're elected, how are you going to manage it as well?
I'm the same way I have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael is very good at organizing things and taking care of things, and he knows when to ask for help, and I'm always there for him. But I'm always also there for the city.
Okay.
Okay, this is a question from one of the viewers, Vicky Tucker. What sets you each apart from the leadership that has already failed the city? We don't need another FDLE investigation shutting
great
down
question.
City Hall.
That's a great question. Lisa?
You want to start?
Lisa?
Transparency, honesty, accountability. They're, you know,
For sure.
yeah, and yeah, just having an open door policy.
For sure. Integrity, having a leader that doesn't mind, you know, sharing everything that is available. A public office is a public office. It means that if you want to walk in, you walk in. If you ask for something, you get something. You have to have the very best customer service and make that customer or that citizen feel like they are number one. And I feel like leadership just is kind of an innate thing, and you have to do a lot of praying. I will also say, you know, I have prayed and thought and have been led, and I am a servant of for many different things, and I just feel like if you have a servant heart, you will definitely do the right thing, and, you know, and keep your morals and everything there, and just don't ever cross that line.
Vicky, I think the first question, I think Lisa sort of answered that, and I think Chrissy sort of interjected with that. So I'll leave that question right there. I think that this is a new deal. This is a new regime, and you know. If she can go back and watch the
That's
show,
what I
and
was
if she
going to
wants
say,
to say,
Lisa. You can respond to
But-
that. Respond to that question because
Right.
it's
personally,
Yes.
yeah. This is really more of a thing to get everybody to understand and what the position is.
Correct.
Know
great call, Byron.
how they're going to be, and
Right. Yeah, and that's something that I'll let you comment to her. You know, if when you go back and watch the show. So, all right, what do you have, B, or is it me?
That was a question from one of our viewers, and
Uh-huh.
I have another couple questions.
Do you really?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
You gonna ask him about tornado football?
No, I'm not going to ask.
Okay,
about
all
I
right,
know
okay.
exactly when it's. I will say,
Yeah.
just while you're pulling up your question, we are having the sneak preview.
Yes, we
August
are.
11th at the Downtown Grill.
That you
with
will not be at.
David Rodgers
Yep.
and Chuck Kramer.
And
So
Chuck Kramer,
please
yeah.
join us and the football team
Yep.
as we host.
You're gonna be
I
watching.
can
You're
neither
gonna be
confirm
watching.
nor deny that I'm going to be in Dublin, Ireland at the time.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you
Dog.
cannot. You dog. Let me hear with that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You have a
Hey,
pass. If you're
Jameson,
going to
no,
Ireland.
we won't go into Jameson, but that's okay. Here we go.
Give me some tips.
Yeah.
What will you do to ensure the city is conforming with federal, state, and local laws?
Okay, well, one of my big things is ADA compliance, which is a huge deal at City Hall. And securing grant funding for that would be very important. And then we've got an awesome attorney, and we'll do everything by the book and by the law. If there's any questions, we reach out to them and make sure everything's done properly.
So the people understand what is ADA.
Oh, American Disabilities.
Act.
So it,
Yeah.
yes, requires, we need to have the hand buttons that
opens,
will
it's-
open
yeah.
the doors. We need to have, we have a ramp, but it could certainly be
Be
better.
used, yes.
It definitely, the doors at City Hall, the front doors
Are rough.
need to be, yes.
They
Yeah.
do need to be replaced for sure. I mean, and grant funds would be great to bring that up to compliance for sure.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Sort of answered. Okay.
I
Okay.
think
Okay.
it's
You sort. I think.
thought Byron had
Yeah.
a
I
second
think.
part to that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, that ADA, I knew what it was, and some of us will know what it is, but you
We better know.
My nursing
Yeah.
part has to
Well,
know.
and being on the Art Bradford County, I better know what that
That
is.
is
So.
and there's a whole lot
Yeah.
of things that go into that, and,
Yeah.
and
There is.
the licenses and everything
And
else.
it's just not for ADA. I mean, there's a
Right.
lot of things. We have deaf people. We have a blind citizen that we have tried to make arrangements for her. And I know in the past DOT has helped for where she lives. And we could all get better. We really could. And with technology, the people who are deaf absolutely could, if we could stream it, we could also have a signer. That would be perfect for them. Or, there is nothing available for Braille. That I'm aware of, and you have to go through a secondary source. So that would be something that we absolutely need to look at.
Okay.
And there
All
is
right.
the ability to have it read.
Right, there is the ability to have it read for sure.
All right. In what ways will you manage and analyze the city clerk's budget and contribute to the city's overall financial health?
Yeah, we have an excellent staff, and I work very well with each and every one of them. So working with the finance director and his people, it would be a very high priority.
for sure. And as far as the overall budget, the millage that comes in, it can only be spent for certain things. It can only be spent for, administrative stuff. The utilities can only have so many things, and their budget stays theirs. But it is. The finance director is amazing. Will do everything. Everybody just has to sit down together and make the budget work. And that doesn't mean raise taxes or do anything like that. You have to live within your budget. And as far as the city clerk's overall budget, it's not really a clerk's budget. The office has a little bit of things to do, and it takes part of the administrative side. But there's a lot of jobs in the city that gets paid out of lots of different pots. If it's transportation trust, or if it's through utilities, or if they're if they're a meter reader, they come some from administration, some from utilities, some from transport. So, it's not necessarily a city clerk's budget by no stretch, but you do have to be able to understand it, know what you can and can't spend, and know where to say, listen guys, we don't have it, and that it's just not available to be spent. That is part of what you're submitting to the audit that you are doing.
Right. And part of the reason that they do that is because the law, the state laws, and probably local laws, maybe even federal laws, say you have to show where that money is coming from
absolutely.
And where it is going to.
And especially grant funds and matching grants. And you have to maintain enough in revenues. If we had a major infrastructure problem, you have to, it's easy to say, hey, we need a lot. I mean, there's a wish list every single year for everybody. And it's not that you don't need it, but you have to maintain enough that you are productive enough that there's projects that are happening, but that you do have that matching fund, and that you're not moving money around so much that it's you're running in a circle.
And this is a huge part of the audit, and they will ding you and you will have to fix it. And we've been through that, and everything is in the best shape it's been in the entire time I've been there, thanks to our finance.
So, okay, and I did, if you don't mind me backing up a little bit of that question. So, when that investigation happened, okay. So, okay. All right, so, well, I was, and I wasn't gonna ask a question, and that was the question that was asked. So,
and we can't see what questions are being asked.
Yeah, no, you cannot. So, and I wasn't going to ask you something directly involved with that.
It's still an open
It's
investigation.
It's still an open investigation.
Yeah, okay.
She can't answer the question that you.
And like I said, it wasn't going to be anything involving with that, but we'll just go from there. We'll just pass that. Okay, what you got?
One more from me, and then I will start looking at some more of the comments.
Okay.
What will you guys do to ensure the ease of business and building permits?
They want me to go for it.
The building and zoning department falls under the general manager, and they have done an excellent job building a staff that can handle everything, and they have been trained properly, and they're doing a great job.
Right. And about the only part that the clerk's office has to do really with building and zoning is taking their money and giving receipts. So they do maintain their own building, their own office, and they are great guys, for sure. I mean, them and code enforcement, they do fall under the city manager. And like I said, about the only thing that the city clerk would do would be to take the money.
I just wanted to say a lot of my questions are designed to let the public know that when you look into a government, there are specific people you have to go to look to answer your questions. And some of the stuff the clerk can tell you about, but they can't answer it directly because it's not their responsibility to do. And I've heard things like the business loans or business permits and things like that from people. It's not, they don't control that. They just collect the money for it.
Correct. Now they do, the city clerk's responsibility is for occupational license.
Right.
So for I guess maybe I missed that. I'm sorry, Brian. For business license, absolutely. The city clerk's office is responsible for that. They do a great job. That's done through billing. They send it out yearly and have about 100% compliance. And they are very up to it. I mean, as a business owner, I absolutely know every single October that Wendy is sending me my thing, I'm sending back a check and I get a business license. If there's new business, things like that, that is in conjunction with the clerk's office and code enforcement and building and zoning. So if you're building something new, then they would do the inspections, it would go through, and then it would filter through to the clerk's office, and then you would get, you know, your occupational license or that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I guess I misunderstood, but as far as.
Did you want anything to that?
Yeah, it does come through the city clerk's office for the business tax receipts and licenses, but the building permits, the licenses, the code enforcement, all of that is handled under the general manager.
Good call. All right. B, you got anything? Because I had one last, well, actually I got two final questions. Right now we're looking at 7:50 Eastern time here in beautiful Starke, Florida. I'm glad that y'all are joining us. This has been a great question and answer session with these two beautiful ladies, Miss Lisa Terry Heater and I like just call you Chrissy.
Just call me Chrissy.
Chrissy, but Chrissy Thompson is here, and I just like to call her Lisa too. So,
that's perfect.
But anyway, I'm glad that y'all are here. The questions have been wonderful. The audience is really interjecting, and I know Byron's trying to keep up. There's several questions just rolling. But we'll go with a few more. I don't want to hold you ladies up longer than what you need to. I think we've really hit a lot of what it was involved and what is involved with the city clerk's office and what's entailed. And both of y'all have done a very good job up to this point in answering those questions. So, do you have something there?
Well, I'll ask one more question from our participants.
Yeah, right. That's what
But
I
I
would
would encourage both of you to go back and rewatch the show and answer some of these questions, because if we ask every single one of them,
We'd be here to
we'd be here to midnight.
We'll be here to midnight.
Yeah, and Dave Holland, you know, the dance in the story, they'd be asleep unless he got some cake.
Well, guys, we really do appreciate it. But I know both of us appreciate you all so much, and your time and energy and putting it together and allowing us to say, and I know from myself, why Byron's looking at questions, and Lisa too, we are encouraging every city resident to get out and vote. We are the only thing on the ballot. All of our commissioners were unopposed, so we have a full board of commissioners slated, and it's just us two. We are friends, but we also would encourage everybody to vote, and it is going to be hard because there's nothing else there. Please take advantage of early voting and be at Amanda's office. You know, August 11th through the 15th, be at City Hall on the 19th. If you have not already asked for your mail-in ballot, please do that. You have to do that with the new Florida statutes and the new laws. Every general election, you will have to ask to have that by mail ballot. To prevent fraud, and we encourage that, but that means you have to call and ask them. And then we also have the opportunity to track what ballots are out and come back. The mail, unfortunately, is very slow, so we would also encourage, I know both campaigns are absolutely encouraging you to take it back in yourself. Or have somebody take it in for you. As candidates, we cannot touch ballots, so we would not be able to pick them up, but we would make sure somebody gets them to the supervisor of elections for you. So please make sure you get out and vote, mark your calendars, and do it early. Do it, you know, and early voting is going to be from 8 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock in the evening, so you will have some extra time, and in case it's raining, there's a hurricane, you never know. But please get out and vote.
Lisa,
exercise your right to vote.
No, I agree. Yes, please come out and vote. It is a race ballot, but it's important. It's very important.
Yeah, and especially to the like I said, I live in the county, so, and Dave lives in the county, Byron lives in another in Keystone, but you know, we have people that live here that we all know, and or family members or whatever. Please go out and vote. You know, this as Lisa sort of said a little bit earlier, you know, we need some stability in this position. Whether it's you, we need some stability in this position. Every time I talk with somebody, oh, there's a problem here, there's a problem there, there's a problem here, and it leaves a black eye. And I know, I've, you know, you want to get rid of that black eye.
Absolutely.
You two ladies, both of you, y'all want to get rid of that black eye.
Absolutely.
You want to go in there and run that place like it should be run.
Absolutely.
And
Fair and honest, and just move forward from whatever is wherever.
yeah.
For sure, absolutely move forward.
What you got, B?
Well,
We got time for a few more. Yeah.
I'm going to ask this, and I'm not sure this is exactly who this question should be addressed to, but they can definitely tell you who it should be addressed to.
Yeah.
And I can tell you there's either going to be one of two answers. You need to talk to this person, or that's part of the FDLE investigation, and that can't be released. One of the two. Mike Williamson, how would you respond to a citizen claiming that they have been denied access to a public document or meeting minutes?
I wouldn't know because I'm not there, so I wouldn't, I mean, if a citizen was ever denied, you have to give them in writing why they're being denied and what to do to rectify to get what they really want. But I personally wouldn't know because, I'm not in that position and I'm not the custodian of the records yet.
Nobody, to my knowledge, has been denied. Now, I can't talk about the investigation that's ongoing.
Right, yeah, no.
I knew that was coming because
Yes.
she has some of that stuff that is being requested. I guarantee you falls under that FDLE investigation, and they can't.
I'm part of the investigation.
Yeah, I mean,
Need to drop this.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay. So, let's see here. Shirley Bagwell says, excellent answers, ladies. How about that? So, there we go. You got a fanfare there. Jennifer's got a great question. Y'all sort of answered this. I'll go to you first. What are some of your goals, and you can, again, to improve customer service at your office?
I believe that customer service has improved greatly over the last months and year. We continue to train. Our customer service people are very knowledgeable. They've been with us for a while. And yeah, I think training and just, listening to their conversations and knowing how they react with the customers is very important. And I think we do a great job of that.
And I agree. I mean, you definitely have to train somebody and be very clear in what you expect them to do and what you expect their expectations are. I also am a huge believer and in person. I know that by technology we have to have answer machines. We have to have things that drive you to this department, But I personally want to hear a live person, and I want to hear somebody answer the phone and say, please let me get you that person. So that would be my only take, is to make sure that there is those customer service people up front, and generally I think they always are. And just train them and, to what you expect, and, everything will follow.
Great job. Great answer, ladies. Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay, and we do have some issues with the phones occasionally, and we are working to resolve them.
Actually, that was one of the comments that somebody said they've tried to phone in and it's like, oh boy. So great. I'm glad that.
Yeah, it probably needs to be an updated system for sure.
No, we just got a system like a year or so ago.
Oh, gosh.
Jennifer hit a point that you two ladies hit right on the head. She said, make sure to vote. Never fall into the trap of thinking that your candidate has it already in the bag. Make sure to exercise your right to vote, as both of y'all have said.
Absolutely.
So, agreed, Jennifer. Vicki Tucker said, Lisa, are you doing all the duties currently for the city clerk? She says, I thought that Drew was doing most or some of those tasks.
Drew is the interim city clerk, but I still do the vast majority of the work.
Okay. That was more toward Lisa, so great answer. You got anything, B? You got another one? I can't, I scroll and then I come back and there ain't nothing there, and I'm fixing to drop all that.
There's nothing, Facebook is doing something funny with us tonight. I don't
Yeah,
know what
it
that's
sure
about.
is. I don't know what's going on, and the one time that I don't want it to happen, here it is right here. But now we're getting most of them. It's just taking a minute.
Well,
so.
it's appearing and then it's disappearing. So the questions that were
And if it's bad weather, it's probably not working at all.
Right. All right.
Well,
so go ahead. You got one, Dave?
I think so.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Sure.
Is there anything that either one of you would change once you
get into office. Really?
Get into office if you know what.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I think the staff in the city clerk's office is awesome. I wouldn't change a thing there. But the ADA compliant issues are huge to me. I can't tell you how often I walk through the lobby and somebody
Can't open the
needs
door.
help. Yeah, and I go open the door for them, and they should have the ability to get in.
And I personally don't know that. I would have to be there first. I know the staff is amazing. A lot of the staff when I was a commissioner is still there. So, I mean, staff retention is huge for any business, any government, anything. And I know a lot of them. So staff, I don't think is an issue. I don't think that there's anything. Our job is lined out by the charter, and it is, you know, you have a job description. I don't think there really needs to be a whole lot changed
I get
other
it.
than improved.
Yeah, I
You know,
get it.
improve transparency,
Yeah.
improve customer service, improve the fact that everybody can play together, all entities, and not just the city. You know, I'm definitely a cheerleader for everybody. I want the city and the county and the school board, everybody to work together. And if it needs a liaison, that would be the clerk's position. The clerk has that specific, you know, spot. You are bound by sunshine, but you can absolutely talk to multiple entities and make things happen. You know?
Lisa, just wait on your answer. Just speak up a little bit. They said they were
Okay.
having a
Okay.
hard time.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm usually
Lisa.
pretty loud and
Yeah,
proud.
so,
Sorry about that. Push that back down.
Let's see. Yes, I totally agree. Our local businesses rely on the support of the community, and it's vital to keep our money filtering into that community. They want someone who understands that, what local businesses need to survive and thrive. That kind of experience really matters, is what they're saying. And I think both of you ladies are on board with that. Like I said, I know you serve on a lot of boards. Michael being involved in the many things he's involved with in the same aspect. So I definitely agree with that. Go ahead, David. No, you're good.
I gotta like break in because you move fast.
Yeah, I'm a fast talker now.
I was just
I'm a smooth
wondering,
talker. I'm trying to talk you into give me some of that cake.
how many potential votes will we be working with?
There's 3,000, about 3,200 in the city of Starke. So if we can have, as other elections have had, we would love to have 35 or more percent. If we could, my goal is to have 50% of you all out there to get out and vote, whether that means we take you, you put it in the mailbox, do however you have to vote. I will tell you, I have a near and dear friend that worked with me at Dr. Berry's office many, many moons ago. She's 72 years old, has never been registered to vote until this election.
Well, you know, if you get
So-
50%, that leaves the other 50 for Lisa.
Right?
So
That's
So
exactly
what
right.
if, so how are you gonna split those votes? So what if
That's
it's
exactly
50-50?
50.
What are y'all gonna do? Do the job together?
We can be a
Are
team.
y'all gonna be a team? Y'all just
We-
do the job
we-
together?
we-
yeah.
How about
we
that,
can
Myron?
work
They just do the
together.
job
We can
together.
work together.
I think
So
you
we
can.
team
I
it
think
up.
so. That was a good comeback, wasn't it? All right, I've got one. Would you consider a public forum? I think y'all will address this to address the citizens of Stark's concerns, possibly on a monthly basis, and if not on a monthly basis, how often do you think that information needs to be addressed?
I think a monthly basis would be good. Also, come to the commission meetings. You'll learn a lot there. You'll get to know the people that work for the city. And yeah, I encourage attendance.
For sure. Absolutely. And even if it wasn't monthly, quarterly for sure. And the city clerk is unique in the fact that it is the only position in Starke that is now voted by the entire city. So they would, the clerk's position should easily be able to hold this with or without the commission, and just have some addressing things. And then if you cannot come to a meeting, or if, streaming is not available right away, then you could bring those, address that to the clerk, and they can bring it to the commission. They are the voting body. So, your voice can be heard in many ways.
Okay, Don, you got anything from the comments side there? I'm trying to read mine. Boy, I tell you what, Chris, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do trivia because I don't know if I can see anything. No, I'm good. Do you have it? Yeah,
Screen.
just a big screen.
Big screen.
Yeah,
Go away from
or
the-
whatever. So,
We're trying to figure out what's going on Facebook.
Yeah, on
because it's
Facebook. I think
removing-
there is something. It's removing.
It's removing.
It sure is.
All of them. It's not
David,
just
did you
one or
notice
two
that?
of
I don't
them.
know if
It's
you're paying
removing
attention
all
to
the
that.
questions.
Are you paying attention to any of that? It's
He's
removing
busy with
questions. Like, we'll see it. I don't know if you're seeing it and how far you're
No,
following
I'm
it.
not seeing it.
And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden, all of them will be
They're
gone.
gone.
And we have to go back in.
I
and
was
back
wondering if
out.
it was me or that. That's
Technology
Maybe
issue.
so.
yeah, it could be a technology issue. It could be something that, you know how, ladies, y'all
It just
know
disappeared.
how funny Facebook is, or
I
any of those media outlets. You say
Completely.
one word or something,
And
and
it
then
kicks you out the
they'll
algorithm.
kick you right off of it. And we know because we've
Or if you play
been
somebody else's
we've been
music
there
or
and done
something.
well. Yep, that's the other thing. It's kicked us off of shows because we played them a song or so, and then they'll take the whole thing away, and that's just crazy how that is. But anyway, do you have anything else there that I'm not seeing?
Not that we haven't addressed that I know of. But there is a bunch of questions on here
Yeah.
that you ladies can go back and answer.
Sure.
Absolutely.
The public would really enjoy that. You know,
Okay.
I want to say thank you to both of you guys for coming and doing
Thank you
this.
for having us.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having
It's-
us.
If you've never sat in a forum like this and discuss something like this, to be able to sit here and answer questions and talk for an hour is not an easy thing to do.
No,
It-
it
Oh,
isn't.
it is for me. Yeah,
Well,
that-
some of
and
us,
I
Chrissy,
do. And we really appreciate it for sure, for question and answer. There really is no debating.
No.
There's not issues that we can really say that, hey, we're having it our way. We're working with 5 commissioners that will be voting. We're just the liaison to them and to the public and kind of in the middle. So we appreciate that. We don't need to debate. There's nothing really to debate. The things that are happening, and we just need to move
Well,
forward and have good
Absolutely.
leadership.
I'm glad that you said that, and at least sort of alluded to it too. You know, we want whoever the candidate is, whether it's Lisa Heater or whether it's Chrissy Thompson. I think we got two beautiful, nice, great ladies that know what they're doing and that will give Starke, can I say, a facelift in that position? Let's call it a facelift, if I can say that.
Yes.
And and like y'all were saying about the transparency and letting people know and I hate to use this word, not hiding things, which I don't think you ladies do, and that's just it needs to be out there. And I really thank y'all for coming on. And I've got one last little thing that I like to always end with, and that is I'm going to give you 2 ladies a couple of minutes to tell us
Okay.
and that viewing audience why you should be the city clerk of Starke. Who wants to start? Lisa, you or Chrissy?
I'll be happy
Okay,
to.
go ahead.
I just believe that I have been led, and I do absolutely have a servant heart. I have served, and the stretch from city commissioner to city clerk is not far, by no stretch. I'm a business owner. I am business-minded, business-like. I know how to handle things. I'm very much a multitasker. I can make things happen and make the magic happen. I've always loved Starke. It's where I grew up. It's my home, and I just want to serve you guys, and I want to be the cheerleader for the city of Starke.
Lisa, I'll let you finish up, and if
Okay.
you want to tell everybody too on the finish up where to vote and what date and all that, I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Okay. Yeah, so I enjoy my job very much. I like what I do. I like the people that I work with. I think we have a great team, and I'd love to continue to be a huge part of that and a leader in that. And, I promise I would. A lot of y'all know me that are customers, and I always go out of my way to do whatever I can to help. So, yeah, so early voting is the week before the election, which is August 19th, and the August 19th will be held at City Hall. The rest of it will be held at the Supervisor of Elections office.
Awesome. Ladies, thank
Thank
y'all so
you.
much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Great job by both of you.
Thank you.
I thought the audience was wonderful as well. Thank you guys for coming in. And I've got an open invitation to both of you.
Thank you.
If y'all want to come in together again, if you want to come in separately, on any Tuesday. I know it's city commission meeting, and I know you go too as well. And I know it's tough to get here. But even after the meeting or whatever, if y'all want to come in and maybe share what's going on, those kind of things, we would love that. As a matter of fact, that was one of the things that I would like to see, after one of those meetings. Maybe not that same night, but something that we can have for the following week, where maybe that y'all don't get a chance to share, or we can share that for you. And y'all always know we talk about politics nationally, world, whatever the case may be, things that are going on there, but we really love our community, and that's why we do this show.
And I would like to say, if I could, the city of Starke Clerk is nonpartisan. So no matter what our party affiliation is, and we are very both proud of our affiliation. We are the same affiliation. However, for the city of Starke, the citizens need a nonpartisan person. It's not about politics. It's more about service.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, I thank you. I think there's going to be, y'all know how to cut cake, right? Y'all know how to cut cake?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, okay, yeah, make
sure.
Make sure that y'all get y'all a piece of cake. Yeah, thank you, Shirley. Make sure you grab your piece of cake. We're going to grab one after the show. We're going to continue on with the show. Dave, can you go to a quick commercial break? And then we'll come back and we'll talk some local things. And I think Byron's got a couple of things.
We appreciate you.
Hey, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Great job. Great job by both of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Himself right here, Mr. Byron Bagwell, 203 pounds of screaming steel and sex appeal. We've got the Dancing Destroyer over there.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, you're right.
Maybe.
Maybe 30 or 40 for me. And then we got the Dancing Destroyer over there, Mr. Dave Holland. Before we get into some community announcements, things are going on, I thought that was a great question and answer period, Byron. I thought both ladies did a great job. There was, some comments and some questions there that for some reason was disappearing. I don't know what was going on. You were getting some things, I was getting some things. So if your question did not get asked or whatever, we were having some kind of Facebook or technical issues, I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys right now. You can go back and watch the show. Those ladies are going to go back and watch the show as well. And I'm sure if they're able to comment on those questions, as you were saying, Byron, they will do that. So you can look for your comment there.
We can only do so many of those, or like they said, it'd be here to midnight doing that stuff. So they're gonna go back and answer your questions. I would assume.
I am definitely sure both ladies are going to answer to the best of their ability. So first of all, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and the guys that are still on. I thought that was a great question and answer period. The city of Starke has a choice to make now, and the choice is go vote, and then whatever candidate that you think is best suited for the job. And if your candidate even doesn't win or whatever, at least you can say you voted and you had a voice in it, and then you support the candidate that is sitting in that seat, Byron. And me and you have talked about this many times. I know people, there's people that don't like President Trump. I'm just going to use this for a second. People that don't like President Trump, people that do love President Trump. The thing is this man is in office. He's trying to fix things. We've got to quit this, and I'm glad she said that position is a nonpartisan position. But we've got to quit this bickering back and forth, back and forth. There's no meat in the middle. Byron, there's two pieces of bread. And that salami that you like? There's no salami in the middle. I mean, we're never going to get anywhere if we keep doing that same garbage. And it's just the way people are nowadays. It's social media, it's mainstream media. And I really hate it because all this, Dave and Byron, comes down to just common sense. It really does.
You look at the divide in this country with what you're talking about, David.
Yeah.
And I can tell you why there's no meat in the middle. There's no meat in the middle because people are being told what to think and what to believe instead of thinking for themselves.
Thank you.
Whether you can believe like I do, or you can believe like a class liberal does, which I have no problem with the exception of very few issues. But what the media has done is it's slammed us into two corners, far left and far right. And the answer is most people exist somewhere towards the middle, either on the left or the right-hand side.
Right.
But we are constantly inundated with so much stuff from both sides, it's hard to understand what's right and what's wrong. Because it's just, it's crazy now. I mean, they're basically propagandizing us into believing both sides are evil.
I want to thank you, Keith Warren, for the community announcements that I'm about to read right here. Again, I want to thank those ladies for coming in, answering the questions to the best of their ability. The city of Starke, you residents have a choice to make. They're hoping to get 50% of the voters out there. That would be a great turnout. I don't know, Byron, what's going to come out there. I'm going to say right now, just guesstimating, probably 30 to 38% will probably come out. I hope it's at least that. I'm hoping it's 50%. I hope it's 100%.
Go vote.
Just go vote.
There's 3,200 people.
Yes.
Basically, somewhere around 3,200 people in the city.
Yeah.
Take the 30 minutes it's going to take you to go down
yes.
and vote. Or
yes.
early vote.
Yeah.
Something to because you have a choice this time. You didn't have a choice last time, and you should see what you got the last time and want to go say, hey, look, I need to be able to have a choice, and I've got one now, and I'm voting for candidate A, candidate B.
Right.
And it's your civic duty, and it honestly is your civic duty.
Before I get into the community announcements, did I send you that catch that boy made from the Jacksonville Jaguars flag football team, the 14 and under? That one-handed catch that looked like Odell Beckham's in the end zone?
I think so.
Dave has it. We were going to put it up. We'll put it up next week. Byron, that catch, by the way, the Jaguars 14 and under won the whole thing.
I can believe
it. Yeah, they won the whole championship. That catch was pro-level catch, and this kid's 14.
Sure.
We're going to play him, as a matter of fact. He's playing for Mandarin. So we got Mandarin. We'll see him over there. We'll see if he can make a fantastic catch against us.
Can't catch the ball
if
the
you
quarterback's on flat on his back. You can't throw the ball
because that defense is going to be flat out awesome.
You need to watch. You need to watch the Tornadoes defense.
I talked to Staples.
I know.
He said it's going to be. Yeah. Okay. Let's not give it away.
No, jinx it.
Yeah. Or let's not give it away. Let's just call it as we see it. But I'm sure he's going to talk about it on the sneak peek show. David, by the way, great graphics tonight, great interjection tonight. Thank you for doing what you do. Really appreciate it. TV, Shirley looks absolutely fantastic. Man, look at the colors on that thing. There was nothing wrong with that TV. I know she just wanted to upgrade, but look, hey, we love it. And again, thank you, Shirley, for giving that to us and on the spot with David Rodgers. Community announcement. The majority of the following announcements have been gathered from the Bradford Connection. Thank you, Keith Warren. Keith Warren is related to Barry Warren. I want to thank him for everything that he does. He's starting to get more involved in the community, starting to do some outreach things, doing some different things within the community. But he actually runs the Bradford Connection. Visit their website or his website at bradfordconnection.org and be sure to follow their Facebook at the Bradford Connection. The Florida Twin Theater will have a kids show tomorrow and Thursday at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. for $5 to include a popcorn and a drink. My goodness, man, you can't beat that anywhere. The movie is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. I'd like to go see that, Byron.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Me neither. You think they'd let us in for $5 and we can go get a popcorn and a drink, Dave?
It's $5.
I'm watching it on TV now, so.
Oh, are you? Okay. The regular movie selections this week are Superman and F1 for tomorrow's showing at 6:30 p.m. and Fantastic Four. First steps in Superman through the weekend. Follow them on Facebook at Florida Twin or visit their website for more information at FloridaTwinTheater.com. David, I'll let them know that you're going to see that movie in the morning. You going to be there at 10 or 1? Do you want to, which one? You're going to be there at 1.
I'm going to be there at 1.
Do you want the $5 deal?
No, I'm going to splurge.
You're going to splurge and spend $7.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Spend $7 on a pump.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Alone. You're right. The Bradford County Public Library will be holding a Young Makers Market on Tuesday, July 29th from 3 to 6. Go cool off and do a little shopping with the young entrepreneurs in the area. Every purchase helps to solidify a dream, and what? Your support keeps our community hopeful. Follow the Bradford County Public Library on Facebook for more great events, or check out their website at newriverlibrary.org/Bradford/ newriverlibrary.org/Bradford/. Bradford Community for Schools, BCFS, is sponsoring a bingo night on Monday, July 28th from 5 to 7 at the Downtown Grill. There will be door prizes and a lot of fun. 20% of the food purchases will go back to BCFS, and games will be priced at $20 for 10, and the last game is a blackout worth a $100 prize. Man, we ought to go play. Byron, we ought to go play if you can get off in time. For more information or to get the latest on BCFS, follow them on Facebook. You can also check out the Downtown Grill's Facebook page or find their newly launched TikTok at the downtown.grill. So not a bad night if you want to go out on a Monday night. The other bingo night with Lynn is tomorrow night at the Downtown Grill. It's free to play and seats can fill up very quickly. Enjoy the interactive bingo play, win some prizes, and enjoy some delicious food starting at 7 p.m. That grill life is the best life. Friday night from 5 to 8, get the family out the house for some ice cream. For some ice cream. Golly, I love ice cream, Byron. At Strickland Scoop, don't you? And Lip Brisket. The food truck will be open Friday night, serving up their delicious take on barbecue, and Strickland Scoop will be ready to go, be ready to soothe that sweet tooth and let the kiddos play until closing. You can follow both businesses on Facebook to keep up with their specials and upcoming events. That sounds really good too, don't it? I love ice cream, don't you, David?
Yes.
Byron? The ice cream would go good with that cake.
Oh,
That cake's going to taste delicious anyway, but some ice cream. I should have had Shirley bring some ice cream to us. Oh, Lord, God, man, that diabetes is just screaming at me now. Tomorrow from noon
give it to me too.
Yeah, tomorrow from noon to
on that one.
Tomorrow from noon to 6, D's Comfort Food will be back in the Walmart parking lot, conveniently at the entrance, serving up their delicious bowls. They had to come back because they sold out the last time. If you're looking to try something new, this is your chance, Byron. Follow them on Facebook at D's Comfort Food to stay up to date on their locations and specials. That's right down the road from your house, David.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow from noon to 6. You may want to pick you up a meal.
Wednesday, yeah, if it's not raining.
If it's not, even if it's raining, just pick it up, take it back to the house, man. Sit down in your chair and enjoy your food. How about that?
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Bayless Highway Baptist Church is holding its 3rd annual Back to School Bash for students pre-K to 12th grade this Sunday, July 27th from 3 to 6. So that'll be after church service. There will be a school supply giveaway, Byron, open to anyone with school-aged children. Snacks and refreshments will be provided as well. You can find out more and follow Bayless Highway Baptist Church on Facebook or visit their website at baylesshighwaybaptist.com. Can you say that 3 times? Bayless Highway, all one word, Baptist.com. There will be another free community back-to-school giveaway with music, games, food, drinks, school supplies, and haircuts on August 3rd. Are you involved in that? From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at 992 East Florida Street in Starke. For more information, call 352-431-4522. 352-431-4522. If you have any announcements for your local business or organization, please send them to our email, on the spot 32091 at gmail.com. You can also send all of your announcements to the Bradford Connection at admin@bradfordconnection.org. So, several of the communities events going on. Byron, I have it, and I want you to read it. Well, where is it? Oh, it may be in my other bag, Dave. Can you check that out? I want Byron to go over the football schedule, tornado football schedule. Bradford's going to be really good this year. We've been researching some of the things that they're doing. I've been talking to some of the coaches. Byron is exactly right. You need to come out and just watch that defense. It's going to definitely be outstanding. Byron, I'm trying to find my schedule, brother.
It's okay.
Yeah, here it is right here.
All right.
So, no, it didn't. That's an old one.
Well, I can tell you the kickoff classic is in Cocoa.
It sure
the Cocoa
is.
Tigers.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Bradford owes Cocoa. That's all I'm going to say about that. It should be a good football game, and I hope the results turn out the way I think it's going to. All right, that was the kickoff classic.
Yep.
The first game of this year is going to be August 22nd against Baker County, and that game, if I'm not mistaken, is at home. Correct?
Yes, it is.
It's at home this year.
Yep.
And on the 29th, we're going to Denellen to play the Denellen Tigers. On September the 5th, we're going to play at South Sumter against the South Sumter Raiders. On the 12th, we're going to be playing at Mandarin against the Mandarin Mustangs. On the 19th, this is a schedule change. We're going to play East Side, and they're going to come here.
So I want to say something right there, and me and Byron's talked about this. We were supposed to play Appling County, Georgia, which is Baxley, Georgia, that area there where they're really, in that area, they're really, really good. They made it to the state playoffs last year, and I don't know, I'm trying to remember, Byron, if they won the state or they played for the state. Anyway, they come to find out they had a couple of ineligible players, so they had to forfeit all those wins. The program is trying to rebuild itself back after all that. Bradford being as good as they are, and I don't blame them, man. You know, why travel? Well, they were coming here, right? They were coming here. That's right. It was going to be a home game.
Yep,
they were traveling here. You know, why come? And if you're not ready to play somebody like the Tornadoes, and I say this with all dear heart, just look at the record for the last 3.5, almost 4 years. 36-5. We can tell you all the teams that they lost those 5 games to. It was only 3 teams. Cocoa twice, Newberry twice, Live Oak, right? Swanee. That's it. Everybody else they beat. So they're going to be good. We have a good head coach and Coach Jamie Rodgers, Coach Staples, and that whole staff is, Byron has said it many times, are absolutely outstanding. They're working with these kids, and they're buying in. And Bradford is a brand now, not only in this region, but in the whole state. There's, David, I'm telling you, Byron knows this, and viewing audience, there's teams that would love to be where Bradford is right now.
Oh, yeah.
That would love to be where Bradford is right now. We played for the state championship within the last 3 years. We've been to a state semifinal, and we've what was it, second round or third round last year, Byron, when we got beat by Newberry, second or third round of the playoffs. So come on, there's good things that are happening here, and if you are a football fan and you really love high school football, and as Byron always says, Friday night lights, you need to take time out and come watch the Bradford Tornadoes live. If you can. You can catch the live action with me and Byron, every Friday night, no matter if it's at home or away. We go to every one of the games. And if we're able to, again, I want to reiterate that. If we're able to, we'd probably put it on Facebook. And then you get the radio broadcast right along with it. There are some places that there ain't great connection, or we can't get in the press box, or whatever the case may be, and we can't do it, so we just have to do the radio. But we try to bring the best broadcast available to everyone so everyone can enjoy, because we, at the end of the day, we're all proud Tornadoes. We love our Tornadoes. We want to see them do good things and continue their winning ways. And if we can be a small part of that, then it's great.
Great.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, I know I got into a little bit of a tangent there, but I wanted to explain about Appleton County.
September the 26th, we are playing Keystone Heights Indians at Keystone Heights. And then October 3rd, we are going to be playing at Palatka against the Palatka Panthers. On October the 10th, we are playing Newberry, and they are playing us here. And then on the, is that the 17th?
I believe that's 17th. Yeah.
The 17th of October, which means this is going to be homecoming, and Tallahassee Leon, the Leon Lions are coming here for homecoming, and the last game of the year is before the playoffs is going to be on October the 24th against Santa Fe.
And that'll be senior night. Yeah,
it's going to be here.
Yeah.
But there's some good football games on this and some tough teams on this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really honestly believe that Bradford is going to be even better this year than what they were last year. There's some very specific reasons for that. You need to come out and watch it. I can tell you, you need to watch the young man that's in the quarterback position. Our running back room is absolutely loaded. And also, our offensive line and defensive lines are going to be really, really good this year. So is our secondary and the defense.
Oh, B, you need to read that. Sheriff, we'll do it right now, brother. Breaking news, by the way.
Approximately at 7 p.m., deputies with the Bradford County Sheriff's Office were attempting to make contact with the suspect involved in making threats to bank employees. Upon locating the suspect at his residence on Northwest County Road 225 near the Northwest 16, he exited the home with 2 firearms while deputies attempted to de-escalate the situation. Shots were fired, resulting in the suspect being hit. Emergency medical personnel arrived on the scene where the subject was pronounced dead. The area is an active crime scene, and Northwest County Road 225 west of Northwest State Road 16 is closed to traffic. No deputies were injured, and the investigation is ongoing. Please avoid the area if possible. Thoughts and prayers for all who are involved.
Byron, read that address again one more time in that area. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out driving, got breaking news right here, so go ahead.
The area between Northwest County Road 225 near State Road 16 is closed right now.
Okay.
There's an active crime scene going on. There was a person who exited their home with 2 firearms and apparently shot at the deputies, and he is now deceased.
That's on.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
great
right.
job by the Bradford County Sheriff's Department. We got great first responders, Byron. We've always talked about it, Dave. We've always talked about it. So great job by them in handling that situation. I want to thank everybody that came on the show tonight, Byron. And I knew you got some people there as well. I don't know what was going on with Facebook tonight, but it was sure funky because you're showing 10, right? You're showing 10 live? I'm showing 8. Yeah, something is going on, Dave. I'm not sure. And again, if we did not get to your questions, we're very sorry. Please go back and watch the show. Hopefully your questions are there. And I'm sure those 2 ladies that was here with us tonight, Dave, will go back and watch the show, and they'll answer the questions that that did not get answered if they're able to answer them. And I do want to say that, and I'm going to leave it right there. Liz Terry Holland's watching. Charlene Ginn? Gwen right here? Gwen? Charlene right there? Gwen, okay. Kitty Miracle, Kurt's Miracles Brothers watching. Eddie Sigmund's watching. David Roden, Lisa Hall, Lori Cadell, Christopher Davis. Hey, Chris, what's going on, brother? I hope you got my message back. I responded back to you. Alyssa Sanford was watching. Hello, Alyssa. It's been a while since I've seen you. Keith Warren, of course, we read the Bradford Connection for him, which he does a great job, by the way. He's going to be helping us do some things. He's going to be helping me do some things as well, as I've got a couple of trivia things coming up. So he's going to be helping me with that. Drew Mullins is watching. Hello, Drew. Chrissy Ricky Thompson said, after I left here and had my cake, I'll just go ahead and watch the show again, or start watching it. Charnel Whittemore is watching. Hello, Charnel. Sheriff Gordon Smith was watching. We read that breaking news. Thank you, Gordon, for bringing that
Thank
to us.
you.
I wish I would have got to it just a couple of seconds earlier, but that's okay. Thank you, Lisa and Chrissy, for your answers tonight. Good luck to you both. That come from Arlene Morehouse. Definitely exercise your right to vote. If I lived there in the community, I'd cast, well, you know, that's preference, but this is her opinion. Says I'd cast mine to Chrissy Thompson for city clerk. With you, the best of luck, and her friend. But that's her exercise. That's her right to exercise that. That's her right to say that. So let's see here, Byron. Can you read out? I seen today that Allen's All Around Auto Repair down by the fairgrounds is doing a backpack and school supplies giveaway on August 1st. Check their Facebook page for all the details. That's Allen's All Around. Right there by Market Street, right there on the corner, across from the Dollar General, across from the little convenience store there. They are doing a backpack giveaway as well. I'm seeing a lot more, Byron, of these going on because of school, things like that going on. And I want to thank everybody that participates in that, man. I know sometimes with the tough economy that we got, it's hard to give up money. It really is. It's hard to give up money, and these communities are doing that. So. Let's see. You both do a great job with the BHS tornadoes. Thank you, Shirley. We tried. And then, of course, Byron read that breaking news. Jimmy Crosby was watching. Dustin, who's that? Ladler? Is that Ladler? I can't. Ladler. Ladler. Dakota Marston and Melissa Cribbs was watching. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Byron, do you have, let's see, what time we got? We are at 25 minutes till 9. Is there anything, give you a few minutes, is there anything specifically, because we really haven't covered a lot of national or a lot of world things that are going on. Is there something that you really want to talk about for about 5 minutes or so? And then why don't you bust the show down?
Well, I wanted to tell everybody, there is a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out right now. Look, don't believe half of it. I mean, don't believe half of it. I mean, I've heard things like that they're gearing up to arrest Barack Obama.
Yep.
They may be. I do not believe that. I believe that when I see him in handcuffs. I don't believe that they would, unless they have what they say these articles are saying they have on the man. I don't believe that would ever happen, and they better have some pretty strong evidence to do it. So that's the first thing that I heard, and the other thing is Maxine, is it Griswold?
Yep.
Griswold,
Griswold.
whatever Epstein's girlfriend's name was,
Yep.
has been subpoenaed to testify before Congress. That one I can believe. Let's hope that happens, because there is a bunch of shenanigans going on out here with the media and the Democrats saying stuff about Donald Trump being on his flights. No, he was never on a flight with Jeffrey Epstein. Never. Not to that island. No, he wasn't. And he got away from him, too, by the way. And he never said he never knew him, by the way. That's the other thing that's going on. So there's just all sort of nonsense going on. Please verify what you read before you say it. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. You need to look stuff up, and it needs to come from multiple sources. And it doesn't need to either come from CNN, and it doesn't need to just come from Fox. Because there's a whole lot of stuff that's being spewed, and it's all a bunch of nonsense. So please watch it. Yeah, I read an article earlier today that is kind of concerning, that for the first time in a very long time, the United States is going to have nuclear weapons in England. That was earlier.
I've seen that
article that was written earlier today.
Yeah.
Because of Russia not wanting to do what it's supposed to do.
Correct.
That is not good. So we'll watch that and very carefully and try to break some more of that down at a later time. Other than that, I hadn't really prepared for much of anything, David, because I knew this was going to take a while to do. What do we got?
read Jennifer's,
the-
and then Lori. I really like that. I think that's. Thank you so much, Lori. We really thank you for that.
The class of '90 is having a 35th reunion dinner and dance on August the 16th at 6 p.m. If you are a classmate of mine and you haven't heard about this, get in touch with Jennifer Dodge or go on the Class of '90s Facebook page, and you can find out all about how to I can't speak.
Yeah.
All of the information on the dinner and the dance.
Jennifer, y'all have a DJ yet?
I don't,
Do you know if they have one?
I don't.
Jennifer, I bet you know a DJ.
I haven't looked into it because I knew I was.
Well,
I'm not. I'm
Jennifer's
going to
on-
be in Scotland at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, you are. Yeah, so you won't be back. Y'all have a DJ yet? I mean, I can sit in for Byron, that's for sure, especially if there's food involved.
Don't fall for it, Jennifer. There's gonna be no
Don't
food left.
fall for it. Oh boy.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, love you.
But facts is facts.
Yeah. What did you lose Lori's comment? Yeah, let's see if I can find it here. It was a very nice comment, and that's why I wanted it read. Let me see
Give
here.
me just a second. Let me see if I can get. There it is.
Okay.
Thank you guys for supporting my hometown. I no longer live there, but still have a lot of friends and family in that community and care what happens. Glad I am following your page. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Hey, please share that. Again, Byron, how can they follow us, brother? Tell everybody how they can follow us.
You can go on Facebook, or you can go on YouTube and click the like and click the follow for On the Spot with David Rodgers. It will actually start alerting you to when our shows come on. The YouTube broadcast is not simultaneous. Normally
Right.
that's up by the next day.
Yeah.
So you can catch the previous night's episode the next day on YouTube.
Yeah. So hit that like button and subscribe, like Byron said. Boom. Hey, you're in like Flynn. Please share this. Please share the page. We always got a great show. We've always got a lot of great information. Byron and Dave, I think we got one of the best shows around. Hands down. I really do. Just because of the diversity we have. All of us.
You know what?
Absolutely. We cover a lot. We give our local community some insight on what's going on.
Yep.
We cover all the elections and the Gordon Smith
With breaking news.
breaking news. Well, we got a lot to offer to this community. And you know, David, we've been at it for 8.5, almost 9 years.
So,
I can't believe I haven't broke the camera.
yeah, and I can't either. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm surprised you're still able to talk after 8.5, 9 years.
I don't know what to say to that.
We have definitely
I
contributed greater than-
I was just getting ready to say, you left me speechless.
That's unbelievable.
I know it is, man. I might as well just. Good.
Well, I'm glad you're able to, because
Me too.
I enjoy the heck out of you guys and everything that you bring to the table.
Yeah, I
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it definitely
Dave,
is. So.
we couldn't do the show without you, Dave.
Well, yeah, no doubt about it. So we got some cake coming. I know that the ladies had them a piece. We're gonna cut us a piece and have a piece before we get home. Dave, I know you had a final word there. Anything that you want to tell our viewing audience before we close the night out? You have anything? Make sure you spayed and neuter your cats and dogs.
Yeah, I went through that, and
Yeah,
I'm down to one cat now.
Are you down to one? You
One
gave them
kitten.
all away.
One kitten.
So if you want a cat, how they can? If you want that kitten, how they get a hold of you?
You can go to onthespot32091 at gmail.com and give us a yell, and we'll get in touch with you.
Sounds good, Byron.
I'm looking at that cake.
Me too. So God bless you guys.
God bless you guys.
Thank you for joining us. tune in next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock as we'll break this down. We'll be talking more about this election. We'll have your community info. I would have read the weather, Dave, but
That's okay. It's gonna rain.
Yeah, but what I was going to say,
the weather.
hey, what I was going to say for you is go to Austin's Weather Service. Just go follow Austin's Weather Service. Most of you do. And check out the weather report. He's always updating one. He'll keep you updated on the tropics and what's going on out there. So check out your buddy there, Austin the Hurricane Stevens.
I was just getting ready to say
or Hurricane. All right. Well, for all the names that I gave in Dave tonight, I want to thank him for what he does. Hey, there's the Austin Idol right here, the Byron Bagwell, and of course myself, David Rodgers. God bless you guys. I thought he was pointing like, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna give him a name. I know I've been called the show pony, all that stuff, but they can come up with something later. But hey, enjoy your rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Be back with you next week, and don't forget that we snack on danger, we dine on death, and dead men don't make no money. God bless you guys. Love you. Peace out. Take care, guys.